All right, welcome back to another episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. As always, it's Keith and Chris. Adam and Alex are both out tonight. But we're going to get into our second beer review of the evening. But before we do that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It's free for you. It really helps us out. It helps us grow the family. We're up to 180. So yeah, we're growing exponentially. I mean, it's great. We're loving it. Make sure you're dropping some comments in the comment field. We'll get back to every single comment that's left. And make sure you do click that like button. It definitely helps us out. And as I said, we're getting into our second beer review. This one coming from our local brewery down here in Casey, South Carolina, from Steel Hands. This is the Coffee Porter. So this is a porter with barrel-aged coffee beans.
Yeah, since they've opened, they've had the coffee lager, which was the big craze. It was their number one seller. Everybody was loving the fact that it was a coffee lager,
and it tastes like coffee.
And
it's
tastes
really
like
good.
Coffee, and it's actually got a high dose of caffeine in it. So you drink 7 of those things, your hand's going to be shaking. But
yeah.
So what I'm understanding is they went out and they made a porter. I would say a year ago. And so they started to offer some darker style beers because they originally were just ales and lagers, hand forged in Casey was their slogan.
Yep.
This is my hometown brewery, so this is passion for me. But so they made the porter about a year ago, and now they're trying to get into making the coffee version of the porter to kind of satisfy that need for those that like the coffee lager but prefer darker style beers. So I'm excited to review this.
I've personally had it. I've had it on tap and I've had it out of the cans. I enjoy it, but I'm a porter guy. So, but let me read this little snippet here. As you're saying, hand forged.
Yep. Hand
forged out of steel. So, this is from the brewers that gave you the coffee lager that we were just talking about.
Sure.
Comes a new coffee creation. It's bigger and bolder than before. It's Guatemala coffee beans that are aged in a burnt church distilling whiskey barrel.
Okay.
Before being turned into a cold brew by the experts at Loveland Coffee. This is a mixture of exotic aromas and coffee that are blended into a dark porter and perfect for a long winter's night.
Interesting. Okay, so they usually for the coffee lager actually use a local.
Well, I think that Loveland Coffee is local.
You said it's out of Guatemala, right?
No, Guatemala beans.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Loveland Coffee is local because I think we talked about that when we did these last year, or not this one, but that seasonal pack that they had.
The other coffee lager.
Yeah. But they never and all that stuff.
You're right. Loveland Coffee is the local coffee. So.
Yeah, it's just Guatemala style coffee beans.
Yeah. Nice and dark.
Oh yeah. No, these are right up my alley. I love these type of beers.
Well, just make sure you save them.
You got it. You got a whole. You got half a can there, buddy.
And for the Steel Hands lovers, we're drinking them out of Steel Hands glasses. So
they were purchased.
Yeah, they were. So
like we meant it.
Yeah, exactly. So we're drinking their beer out of their glasses, though. So
we did buy the beer, though.
We did.
I did buy the beer.
We did buy the beer. So getting ready to celebrate their 4th anniversary in 2 weeks as well. Hard to believe Steel Hands has been here for 4 years.
I know. Very good, strong black coffee aroma.
Definitely. I mean,
that is a fantastic smell.
If you're a military man, you're missing that black coffee.
Adam and Alex would love this smell. Because when you smell it, I mean, I know it's like funny to smell stuff, but you actually want to smell it because you taste what you smell to a degree too.
In my old job, I would when I would walk into an ROTC, an instructor's room. This is what their office would smell like. Just
black coffee. Yeah. Oh, it's got a great coffee smell.
That's the kind of coffee my grandparents would drink. Just black as a freaking night sky.
And that's what you get is a black coffee. That's robust. That is
exactly. That's the word I was trying to think of. That is robust.
It's robust. But it's robust in a good way. It's a very good flavor. There's a little bit
of a burn, but it's not alcohol burn though. It's almost like the char of the barrel kind of taste.
Yes. You definitely get. Well, they did say it was in a whiskey barrel.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what you
do. A little bit of a charred whiskey burn there.
Right. I mean, there's just a hint of sweetness. There's a little subtle sweetness to it. That's not but it's not like making it sweet. But there's just a little bit. Yeah. There's a little something to it that gives it a.
It's almost like a cocoa nib.
Yeah. But
that's good.
That is very good.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a 6.0 ABV, by the way. I didn't get to that before, but solid beer. Solid beer. Like I said, I've had this before. I've had it on tap. This was out of a six pack on over here one night.
I love the depth of flavor here because I'll honestly knock Steel Hands a little bit. Sometimes their beers don't have the flavors that they're going for. They don't have the robustness of the flavors they're going for. They actually did this one really well.
It's right on the money. They definitely hit the nail on the head. Or the head on the nail on the head.
Nail on the head, yeah. So this was impressive. I'm actually. People are going to be surprised by this if you really follow the channel and watch all these beer reviews. I'm going to go with an 8.6 on this.
Wow.
I'm not a huge
that's high for you.
I'm not a huge coffee fan.
And a dark beer too.
No, I like porters and stouts. I've never been upset about it. So my only 10 ever was Guinness and Guinness. So
it's not, but it's not your go-to style of beer.
Certainly, the coffee is not.
No,
something
you're not a coffee drinker at all.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee at all. We go to Starbucks, I get a caramel frappuccino. So, this is like this is whatever. It is what it is. I got the rewards points, baby. I get free ones every once in a while.
It's like Chick-fil-A.
So it's
80,000 points.
Yep. So it's unique to me because I don't like coffee, but by God, I mean they have put black coffee in this porter, and they have hit the hammer on the nail with the exact flavors they need to go for. So that's what's been so impressive about it. That's really for me why it's an 8.6. I think it's a good beer, and I'm sure there are so many people out there that like if this is your flavor profile that you're looking for, would love it. It'd probably be in the 9s for them, honestly. But I think for me, I was just impressed with how well they did a good job of exactly putting the flavors that they're calling on the can in the mouth.
Yes.
So
I agree. I mean, you get the black coffee, you get the whiskey, you get the char from the barrel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely the smell, the aroma is straight coffee. Like if you smelled that, you would think it was a coffee versus a beer.
If you blindfolded me, I wouldn't feel the heat. So if like you warmed it up and tried to trick me there, that I would feel the heat and say, oh, that's black coffee.
Yeah.
But
I mean, everything around it, I was going to be at an 8.9, but I'm going to go 9 flat on this.
I actually think that's fair.
I'm going to be a 9 flat on this. This is something that I would drink. I mean, I'm the kind of guy, I drink porters and stouts year round, so even if it's 100 degrees outside, I'll still drink a porter.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely something I would go back to Steel Hands and get. If I see another 6-pack in the grocery store, I'm probably gonna pick it up. I mean, it's a very solid beer. Everything they said it is, it's right on the money. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with this beer.
Yeah, I agree with you. If you're ever, I mean, God forbid you're ever in Columbia, South Carolina, you got to stop by Steel Hands. I mean, they really are a really well done local brewery that offers
it's a great spot too.
A fleet of beers.
Yeah,
but.
Well, they actually have small batch now too. They're doing small batches too.
Yeah.
I was just there a couple weeks ago. They have they've got small batches that they're doing. So they're trying and doing different things. So, yeah. But yeah, solid beer. And the can design's even cool too because it's like the little whiskey barrel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you picked up on that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
But
I saw it when I saw the metal braces right here on the front. Yeah. On the front. So,
but that is the Steel Hands Coffee Porter, 9086. And that's a review.